1, 2. Let me just see if I am actually live. 1 second. Yeah, Peter Pierce is going, that's good. Just waiting for Tide Fleet. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Right, let me just tell these boys we're now live. Now live on YouTube. Check the main page. And before I send that, I'll tell them that I'm on the main page, and then we'll just get it up. We're live. ProAm free ads. Yeah, post that, send that. Right, so let me just explain to you what we're doing here. So, as you know, the Mature Racing Club's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, the biggest sort of unofficial league that GT Sport has to offer, is here, and there was a bit of a mishap on Friday night. I don't know the specific. Well, I do know specific, but I'm not going to go into the depths of it. But the second race got missed out for one reason or another, so we're rerunning it tonight. And because the guys are going to a little bit of a what's the word? We don't normally race on like random weeknights, to be fair. Yeah, we just wanted to give them a little bit of a sweetener and get them some live comms. So that's really the only reason I'm here tonight. Is I just said to the guys that if you run your race again tonight, I'll give you some commentary. And that seemed to be a nice little sweetener for some of them. So I'll just show you the Nurburgring circuit. Most of you know it already anyway, I'd imagine. So this is the ProAm Free League. So you know, GTTCC is made up of 9 leagues in total. I'm going totally off track here. Made up of 9 leagues in total. I can't talk and drive. It's not my speciality. I don't know how like Chewy and that does it, because I cannot commentate and drive. We'll just let the Spider team go past. Yeah, so 9 leagues in total. ProAm 3 is the bottom league, but take nothing away from it, the GTTCC is very competitive, and a lot of these are just new drivers to the league. So, for example, I know RS Mark is new. Bob Bristow's dad. So if you're wondering whose fault Bobby is, it's that fella's. Grim 99's a name I recognise. Spider Team, we know him from the GT3 league we used to run in. Stewie Mac, we know Stewie Mac. We love old Stewie Mac, P1 boy. Yeah, we'll go through the drivers, I guess, when we start the race. Which is probably going to be in about 10 minutes time. The grid's already decided, because don't forget this will be the reverse grid layout from the results we saw, what they would have run from Sardegna. So we know the starting grid already, so we don't have to faff about with qualifying. Half an hour race, 3 times tyre wear, no fuel depletion to worry about. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I've been running around tonight. I've came to the fuel laps at a 2037, which wasn't particularly fantastic. It was a bit scruffy in parts. But I'll just give you a bit of a lap of Nurburgring. Just so you get sort of a driver's eye perspective of what to. I'm not going to be going flat out on this. The Spider Team's indicating to me. So turn 1, expect to see a lot of close racing at T1. The car's then streamed down into the, I think it's called the Mercedes-Benz Arena, is it? I'm hoping it's the Mercedes-Benz Arena now. And then the track suddenly goes very tight as you come through this sort of left-right complex. There's RS Mark, look. Bobby, give me a 5er, mate, and I'll knock him off track for you. Did you do his livery, Bobby? Are you his, did you put the novice stickers on the back of his car? So that's probably your best passing opportunity right there, other than T1. Then up for the Schumacher S's. Really brave to go anything other than single file up here, because at racing speed it gets very tight. Over a little bit of a crest of the hill, you could brake a lot later here than you probably think you can, and then just run the speed through. Dab of the brakes just to get the front end rotated and grip this curve. There's a lot of grip on there, run the car out wide. And then up towards the final chicane, which is where we want to be aiming for some dildos that are on the track. So I'll brake nice and early. So you want to get two wheels on there, and then you want to hit that dildo. Brake, and then a late apex just enables you to get on the power there. You see how we were able to take that corner at full pedal. It's 2048. Right, I'll back out because we don't want to be doing that. Let's check in on the chat. Bob Bristow. Oh, Bob, you are in the chat. Yeah, mate. He looks like he's got some pace, your dad, you know. Sean Daniels, evening, mate. Thank you for joining in. Surfer EV, evening, mate. Darren Baldwin, thank you, mate. Cheering for Grim99. Good to see some shouts for Grim in the chat. Let me just answer Quinn, actually. Yes, but... Jano, Dylan would like me to tell you you're supposed to stay on the track. I know. It's the general idea. But I don't always do that. You should have seen me in practice for this. I'd just started spinning it. Oh yeah, just Wilkie, PS4 in one ear, this stream in the other. What are you playing, Wilkie? I didn't see you online, mate. Let me unenter myself out. There we go. So at the minute we've got 9 drivers. I think we're waiting on one more. We've got 5 minutes, yeah, anyway. So we're waiting on one more to join. Deli B. How you doing, mate? How did you get on in your, was it Tokyo race? How did you get on, mate? I did mean to come back. In fact, I did come back in and you were lapping, but I couldn't stay. Dixon's asked, well, invited me to the Bathurst one. Whether he wants me to comms it. Is it 50 laps of Bathurst or something like that they're doing next? To be fair, Bathurst one of my favourite tracks, so I might do it. Peter, Mr. Team Adidas. Oh yeah, you've been Team Adidas pretty much since I've known you. Stranded Deep, mate. That sounds like a porno. Not gonna lie. I'm sure I saw that on Pornhub overnight. Ask Del if he found his mute button for his next wee. Oh, did you go into a #1 with your mic on? That's the benefit of wireless headsets, though, I guess, isn't it? Do what you want, big dog. Mr. Lewis, you'll be glad to hear, Mr. Lewis, that I'm joining in the Infinity League next time, and I haven't got anyone to carry me. So yeah, Dawson's not doing it, mate. I don't think he can make it to the next one. So I'm looking for a teammate for that one. I need to do some car testing, to be fair. I've got a few ideas in mind of what I'd like to use, but not too sure. Six out of 9. 9 finishes, is that it? Jesus. When I checked in the lobby, it was full. 6 is good though, mate. Distinctly remember you saying... I distinctly remember you saying that in qualifying, didn't you finish 15th or something? Or it was like second last. So you just didn't want to finish those, mate. So 6 out of 9th. Bang on, mate. Well done. And 100 and whatever laps of Tokyo can't have been easy. Because that's a fucking boring track. Can't stick it, mate. Don't like Tokyo. Not a fan of it. Oh, well, let's tell you what, let's get on track and just see if there's anyone doing laps. Oh, Mark is. We'll have a look at Mark. There we go. So, RS Mark is in the Subaru. Mate, you know what? I'm going to have to use my new pedals soon as well. Because these ones, the brake's starting to be a bit iffy. The brake's just sticking on now. So I might have to swap over to the new pedals sooner than I wanted to. I'm in quite a luxurious position that I've got a set of brand new load cell pedals just sat next to me, not being used. But I've been waiting for a new rig to put them on, so server issues are, mate, fucking typical, innit? I might join you next one, Del, we'll see. I'll either join you or I'll do comms. Dixon mentioned it to me, but to be fair, he messaged me and I forgot to reply to the guy, so he's probably going to tell me to piss off, so. Yeah, well, the problem with it, Dave, is the rig I've got at the minute is a play seat challenge, and it's basically a deck chair. And I put the load cell on, and even with the lightest springs in, which I think it's like 50 or 60 kilos, it just bent the frame. You know, I had to strap them down, nothing. So like I can't stamp on these. So it just bent. I was really consistent with it, and to be fair, they're a massive gripe to get on with anyway. Oh, Big Boss Man's mentioned me in a comment. What have I done? Ah, good lad. He's done my best, hasn't he? Yeah, Peter Misty, you're in. Cool beans, right. Well, what I might as well do is just give you some sort of championship standings. Oh, 1 minute. What I know what I need to do. I need to turn keyboards on, don't I? Turn that on. Turn that off. And then I can do this. There we go. Grim, Stewie Mac, Crazy, Spider Team. I think they're all just waiting for race start now. We'll just watch Peter Mister go round. Yeah, I'll give you some sort of championship standings of where the guys are right now. So like I say, this is a ProAm Free League. Call it the stepping stone. So at the minute, the guy we're watching is leading the way with 2 wins. He's course driving for Adidas, Peter Pierce, and he's leading away. In second, though, with a very consistent performance and a win, 2 podiums under his belt, including a win. Just 3 points behind is RS Mark. So he's looking tight at the top. Grim 99, driving for UPS. He's not far behind either, in third, but it's looking like it's going to be a battle between Peter Mister and RS Mark, this one. Peter Mister's gone for the GTR. Unusual choice for this track, because it's quite high deg compared to Sardago anyway. James Dainty in 4th, so there's your promotion spots, because we're very early on. Stewie Mac for Durex, so keeping the nation protected in 5th. Powell Kushtat, pronounce your name wrong, Powell, let me know. aka Crazy 8875, driving for M&M. We've got Quinn in here, Braden, he's driving for Lego. Who else? We've got DJ D, David Dainty, he's driving for Adidas as well, so another one of your teammates, Deli B that. So you've got 2 of your Adidas boys in here, mate. Let's see what he's up to. There we are. Is that the Porsche? It looks like the Porsche based on the headlights, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's the Porsche. Then we've got Spider Team. Spider Team is currently just driving for Goodyear with a spec. I'll work that one out. The NHS as well, I think. I'm sure. He's actually my fantasy pick. He's not doing too well. He's down in 12th. Put your finger out, mate. Come on. Nick Matthews as well. Nick Matt, Lego, Pit Dog, Amazon in 18th, Voltage, Red Bull and Declare, Sparko. Neither of them two guys have raced yet. Final is underway then. So like I said, no qualifying for this one. JRC, look at race room rigs. I have, mate, it's fucking expensive. But I will have another peek. I was looking at a GT Mega Pro. For price reference, it was... I think I've given myself sort of a 500 quid budget, but it can be stretched if I need to. If it's shit, I'll stretch it, you know what I mean? So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, 30 minutes of red hot racing for your ears and eyes and all your other senses. ProAm Free Lobby Mature Racing Club Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship is underway. Quinn looked to have got a really good getaway there. Evil Cat got a good getaway as well on the Mazda. Further behind, Crazy in the BMW is just about peeking on in there. Peter Mister though, nice little move down the inside up to third for Peter Mister. Crazy's lost out a few places straight away really. A little bit of a battle going on for fourth. RS Mark, then don't forget this is a reverse grid race, so technically the fast guys are going to be at the back. It's getting a little bit scrappy as the track tightens up, then Evil Cat just kind of staying out of the way to be fair. RS Mark and Crazy battling for third. RS Mark's having a really good ascension through the field in this opening lap. Sometimes in these races patience is a little bit required. You're going to be... you've got half an hour's worth of racing basically, so you don't always need to rush. An interesting thing to pick out, RS Mark's in the Subaru and Grim 99's in the Audi. Now two very different cars in their respective abilities. I would expect the Audi to shred its tyres to smithereens. So Grim 99 currently in 7th will be very fast in the opening stage. Look at him just out dragging that Mazda. But about 10 minutes in, it's gonna start getting some tyre wear no matter what you do really. The Subaru probably can hold on to its tyres a little bit better, and there's a little bit better in terms of lateral grip. So in sort of sector 2, I expect to see RS Mark a little bit stronger. But in the third and first sectors, that Audi will be all powerful. Battle for the lead then, Peter Mister versus Quinn. A little bit of lagging going on in the room. Two four-wheel drive Japanese monsters going head to toe. Godzilla looks like it's going to come out on this one on top, on the inside line to the final corner. Can Quinn hang it on in there in that Subaru? He's doing a good job of it. Just has to tuck back in behind Peter Mister with RS Mark just 2 tenths behind, so the big drag down the main straight then. This is slipstream heaven. This is where I'd expect to see Grim 99 start making moves on Stewie Mack in the background. RS Mark and Quinn. Quinn not giving up the fight, but RS Mark's got the inside line. Quinn on the inside for turn 2, just not able to fight that move. Grim 99 hasn't got past Stewie Mack yet, but there is a little bit of traffic to contend with. Stewie Mack and Crazy going side by side as the track narrows, and as we enter sector 2. We've all got Tired Fleet 7th in the Subaru. We've got Evil Cat in 8th, and Spider Team in 9th with DJD in the Porsche. Not enjoying the opening exchanges here. So RS Mark is up to 2nd. So a good battle of the four-wheel drives going on up ahead. A lot of these guys going for the Subaru. It's not proved the popular pick anywhere else, but quite a few of them seem to have it. There's about 3 or 4 in this race. And Crazy's driving, I think, the only BMW I've seen in the entire championship as well. Yeah, mate, Wilkie, cracking start. Everyone got away nice and clean. Not seen a single issue with this lobby yet, to be fair. They're all racing really well. So Grim 99 then, struggling to get through the field. He makes a point though, Deli B. I'm not gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie, he's got a valid point. Quinn's doing a good job of holding on to his podium position. He can't really lose the slipstream of the guys ahead though. He's 7 tenths behind RS Mark at the minute, so we'll be getting sucked along. And the top 6 now in one big slipstream party. Tired Flea has just dropped back from this lot now. Let's see if any moves get made down into T1. Crazy to pop his nose out, but he's far too far behind Quinn to make a move, so I'm guessing he did that just for aerodynamic effect. Peter Mister then, 1.2 seconds clear at the top. I think his strategy at this point in the race is he's just going to be very nice and consistent. Look after those tyres and they will look after you. He probably knows that RS Mark is coming, so if he can have fresher tyres towards the end of this stint, that will stand him in good stead. He can manage the pace, he can control the pace from the front. While you're there, it's a lot easier to do it than when you're chasing a lead. So make Mark work for it. Quinn is starting to drop back now and coming under increasing pressure. It's grim. Stewie Max in an Audi and all. I missed that completely. So yeah, no wonder Grim's struggling to get past Stewie Mac. He's in an Audi and all. OP car. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Quinn train. Looks like everyone's keeping it nice and tidy, but I don't see anyone making any real mistakes. Commentators curse, so I hope someone doesn't spanner it off into the chicane. But they're racing really well. Like, there's no errors being made that are causing issues or anything like that. It's very clean. Crazy goes for a move into the chicane. Looks like he just backed out of that one. The brakes on that Subaru are pretty damn decent, so he's probably been able to get on the brakes a little bit earlier than Crazy. Crazy is going to have to get him probably coming out of a corner if he wants any other hope of getting past, or just slipstream the hell out of it. Who knows? Meanwhile, the Jorex wagon of Stewie Mack is looking to insert himself into the competition as it pulls out the slipstream, coming down the main straight into T1. Can Stewie Mack make anything happen? Oh, late on the brakes for Stewie Mack. Oh, and he's got reset as well. We might go back and have a look at that. Stewie Mack's lost out massively there. He got reset, and I don't know why we did that. Meanwhile, RS Mark's got past Peter Mister. We can jump back and have a look at that as well, probably. But that's RS Mark now leading away from the pack. 7 minutes into the race, that's all it took him. Let's go and have a look at that Stewie Mack incident and just see if we can see what happened then. So we'll just jump on board with him. So he was getting a boot full of slipstream. Pulled out, right thing to do. Let's see how late he is on the brakes. No, it wasn't necessarily even that late. I think there was contact. Quinn probably wasn't expecting him to go for it. This is the move that Mark pulled on Peter Mister that we did miss. Lovely move there down into turn 3. Yeah, I think Quinn did just turn into the corner, but probably wouldn't have been expecting it at the same time, because he did come from quite a way back, did Stewie Mack. But at the same point, I don't think Stewie Mack broke late or did anything wrong. Just one of those things. The game just does that sometimes. Racing incident. JRC, I will check out Race Room Rigs, mate. I will have a look at it. I thought I'd done a relatively thorough shop about, to be brutally honest with you. But perhaps Googling sim racing rigs doesn't always bring up everything you need to know. Started looking at track races and FGTs and all that sort of stuff. And the GT Amiga just offered best value for money, I think. So, DJD and Evil Cat now at the back. This is forming into a nice little battle. Let's see if DJD goes for the move down into T1. He is 3 tenths behind, so he's sort of within range. The Porsche is decent on its brakes. It doesn't look to go for it at this stage, so Deli B, your teammate, is driving nice and sensibly. Quinn train starting to split up a little bit though. Grim 99 up to 4th place, so that'll do him well for the championship if he can get past Quinn, but his tyres will be starting to go now. Tired Fleet up to 6th in the Gas Monkey Subaru. So I'm trying to drink tea at the same time. And Stewie Mark, hopefully he's calmed down now, because he will be furious after that reset, because he just reset him about 4 miles back. Didn't need to do that. I don't know why GT Sport thought that was a good idea. Oh yeah, there's been a minor incident. Let's see a little bit of lag creeping into the lobby. Hopefully that's not quite a bit of lag now. Dad's in the lead, he is, mate. And Grim 99 goes for a leap for 3rd place. So good job by Grim 99, up to 3rd for him. The Audi TT. Let's go on board and see how he did that. He got that made way before the corner, but just Quinn really reels him in under brakes. Look at that. I'm getting told it's my internet. Well, it ain't, because I checked it before and I'm getting 70 meg and a 16 millisecond ping. Let me check it again. It's all about your ping. Let's see what ping, 16 milliseconds. My internet is fine, but it's not my internet. 16 millisecond ping, no jitter, download's fine, upload's fine. What are you on about? Go on to his man. Right, so let's have a bit of a recap. Leader, currently RS Mark in the Subaru. He's leading away Peter Mister by 1.6 seconds. He's done a really good job in this opening stint, is RS Mark. He'll potentially be looking to pit soon for fresh boots. Peter Mister, another good job to be fair. He'll probably be disappointed to lose the lead, but he at the same point is pulling a bit of a gap to the guys behind. They've got a 6-second gap now to Grim 99, who's in 3rd. Audi TT, beast in the straight line, but it will start to lose tyre performance now, so whether he picks for an undercut, not really too sure. Bear me 1 second. Sorry about that, my daughter came in, wanted me to open a water bottle. Yeah, so as I was saying, Grim 99 in 3rd. Be interesting to see what he does with his pit stop strategy, because if he does pit early he's going to come out in traffic, so maybe he tries to weather the storm a little bit. Quinn, who was running in 3rd for quite a lot of the race, held that position up really nicely. Now chasing Grim 99 down in the Subaru. We've got Tired Fleet in 5th in the Gas Monkey Subaru. He's doing a good job, a little bit of a gap either side. We've got Crazy, TX75 in the M&M BMW. Again, just a 1.5 second gap either side of him. We've got Stewie Max. Stewie, I do still feel sorry for Stewie. He's doing a good job, is Stewie, though. He's hanging on in there quite nicely. Spider Team in the Mazda. We've not really featured Spider Team too much in this, because American, or at least drives on an American account. Of course, one of the P1 drivers we've got in the lobby at the minute, so snazzy liveries all round for the P1 boys. DJD in the Porsche did get past Evil Cat, so he's up into 9th now, and then Evil Cat doing a bit of grass cutting in the Mazda, taking a bit of a shock. Wait. No, that's a disconnect. That's a disconnect. That is a disconnect. That worries me though, because Evil Cat is the host. Yeah, we're gonna have issues here, ladies and gents. Evil Cat's the host of the lobby. So if he disconnects, it all goes down. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't looking good. This could be an issue, ladies and gents. One sec. Oh dear. So I think the servers have gone down. I'm pretty confident the GT Sports servers have just had a hissy fit. Yeah, there we go. Right. That's typical, that is. That is absolutely typical. GT Sport, you need to sort this shit out. And I'm swearing now, because that's a fucking joke. Wow. Well, we saw a bit of jitter. Like I say, check my internet, because it has been a bit crap in the past, but I checked it, and like my internet's solid tonight. Checked it. And then we saw Evil Cat get DC'd. And obviously because he's a lobby host, it's going to kick him out as well. Well, I don't know what to say, ladies and gents. I'm just going to send Dennis a little bit of a message. See if he's online. I'm just messaging Dennis. He's not the best at replying, is our Dennis, though. I'll send him a message and 3 days later he'll get back to me. I'm just going to wait around and see if they put another lobby up. Bit of a joke, that, isn't it? Like, they get 15 minutes in and servers just go, no, sorry boys, you can't do any more. See if Evil Cat stuck another one up. Nope, not so far. There's Dixon testing that race now, look. Well, Bobby, your dad was winning. I don't know what they're going to do about this now, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I mean, you sort of gut instinct is to just say, right, let's message it again, let's do it again. Problem with that, mate, is you're just taking a lot of time out of these guys' lives just to run a sim race. You're asking quite a lot of people. I've no doubt they'll be willing to do it, or whether they'll be willing to call the results at the point of disconnect. But is that fair? Because a lot can happen in 15 minutes, as we've seen in many previous lobbies. Braden, yeah, mate. I've got to be honest. I agree with you, but servers have been all over the place today. Servers were just all over so I kind of had a little bit of a fear. To be fair, mate, you were having a good race. I called it the Quinn train for quite a while. I'm getting moist here. What? This is what I want to know. Delhi B, yeah, mate. You know what? Since this lockdown, this game's been awful. For its online play. They need to seriously sort that out, because it's getting to the point now where people aren't playing, because 9 times out of 10 shit like this happens. Yeah, Braden, you're having a good race, mate. I thought, anyway. Yeah, so I don't really know what to suggest. But I've had a message. Wait, what's this? Stewie Max just put, yeah, we did. I'm trying to message an Evil Cat now. Yeah, PSN, yeah. Let me just check Down Detector. 1 sec. Down Detector. Not looking at the chat a minute. Don't detect PSN. So current UK status. Oh god, it's spiked. They've had 48 reports of it going down in the last 15 minutes on just a random website. Massive spikes at 6 PM, 6:51, 7 PM, 57 reports at the same time. So yeah, we're not alone apparently. Loads of people saying that they're having issues. Gameplay, let's put gameplay and I'll tag mine in. So yeah, I think it's not Evil Cat's fault at all. So please don't message him calling him a knobhead or anything, because it's just PlayStation servers. Absolute bag of wank. So not really too sure what to suggest about this one. If you rerun the race ProAm 3 boys, my offer of commentating it still stands. I just don't know what to suggest with that. Yeah, well, everyone got that. Is it worth trying again? I'll wait till PSN can sort itself out. There's the issues. There's the issue, Stewie. You sort of instinctively want to just jump straight back in the saddle and have another bash at it, but at the same time, chances are it'll just boot you again. You know what I mean? It'll just throw you out. Right, so not really too sure what to suggest. I was just tempted to sit and wait for an immediate answer, but I don't think I'm going to be getting one. Let me just check if Dan's read my message. Nope. Mr. Shower. And then because the ultimate sort of decision will be down to Dennis as to what he wants to do. We just kind of have to work around the issues that present themselves, and if the drivers can't play the game because the game is physically fucking broken like it is at the minute, you know, you're taking time out of their evenings. And yeah, I get it, we're in lockdown and they're probably just sat getting drunk anyway, but it's not the point. You know what I mean? It's still family time and stuff like that. So it were good of them to free the time up tonight to do this in the first place. Surfer EV Virgin Media meltdown again. Virgin Media down again, is it? Not their game. What do you mean? I mean, there's people playing online. If I just go off, and this will show like lobbies that have just been created. So all these lobbies have been created in the last few minutes. So people are managing to race. So I wonder if, I don't know. I don't know. Well, he's not been able to get back in anyway. Oh dear me. Not GT Sport failing, it's Virgin Media failing. Oh, right. So is that who's... Oh, right, okay. So basically, if Evil Cat's on Virgin Media, screwed it. Can't connect to GT, but I'm online on PS4. Yeah, I mean, I'm onto GT. I'm Sky Fibre at the minute. Oh, let's see what piece of crap car I get. Ooh. I might get the Supra. Yeah, fucking typical, innit? Don't want it. That's the new one. I don't want it. Yeah, so I'm connected at the minute. Yeah, connected to server. Rocky Rich is practicing, Mental Nerves practicing. There's plenty of lobbies kicking about, so I think Dell's got Surfer EV's got a point. Then it might not actually be the game, and I'm sat here slagging the game off. instead a rogue internet company. You might be getting a blue screen. I've just had a warning message. You might be getting a blue screen. This is just because I'm looking at an in-game menu. Yeah, you are. 1 minute. I'm just looking at the maintenance thing. No. There we go. I'll give you the screen back now. Sorry about that. All it takes is a few minutes, though, isn't it? That's all it takes. And if you're hosting, you have to host as fans only. And if you host as fans only, or you take the setting that obviously it boots everyone when you get disconnected, it's just going to throw everyone out, isn't it? Which is a bit of a shit. So the host is trying to get back on. Why don't we just set it to 15 minutes and then put everyone as they were and then go again? I don't know. Depends how much time I've got time. I'm alright. Right. I might as well just. What I might as well do is just close the stream for now, and then if we do get going again, I'll open it back up again. There's no point just streaming nothing for the time being, because all I'm doing is chatting. Mine's just connected. Alright. Who's your internet with, Delhi? Virgin Media by any chance? So, because from what Surfer was saying, it's a Virgin Media issue. I'm on Twitter having a look now. Virgin Media. In fact, you know what I might do while we're streaming? I'm just going to join in a practice lobby. Do I want to practice Suzuka or I want to practice some Monza? Yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens, I guess. I don't want to use the Megane. I don't want to be in the Megane, do I? I want to be in GTR for. Shout me rig recommendations then, guys, and I'll get on having a look at it. Let's see. Let's go softs. So I was having an issue before where I'll simulate it now because it's not doing it right now, but my brake was like that all the time. That's the issue I was having, and obviously when that happens you've got nothing. Right, little bonnet view just so I can get used to my braking points. Looking at the chart. Berserker Boy sticks in a 157.8. No idea if that's quick enough. Or what sort of pace we're looking at. Our last laps at Monza were in the GT Infinity League. So I'm just going to have to get in. That was in a GT3 car. I usually take about 3 or 4 laps just to get used to how a car behaves on the track, and then I'm in again. 155s. Right, okay. Is that your pace, Delhi, or is that what normal humans can achieve? Right, the sausage. You got penalties on, are you, saps? Yeah, mate. I think the ProAm 3 boys are a bit cursed with this race, to be honest. But we'll sort something out one way or another. So mental nerve stuck in a 156.6. I guess braking, well, we'll try 150 metres. Too early. Far too early. Well, not far too early, about 10-15 metres. Brake bounce all the way to back here. Too early there and all. Oaksty. Would have been a bit of a practice night for the GTTCC anyway. We do have some more racing returning to the channel soon though. My own racing, which will be the Infinite GT Manufacturers Series. Obviously the league I'm in the GTTCC is covered by ADG. So he does all the commentary for my league, so go and check him out. He does a lot of other streams as well, so he's... If you're into sim racing, he's a good bloke to follow because he does like dirt rally and project cars and all that sort of stuff as well. So it's definitely worth a follow if you like your racing, and you'll get to see me in action as well. Last time out, Nurburgring, I managed to hold off a FIA top split driver for a few laps. That wasn't fun. Ignore that lap time. That was terrible. Try braking about 140 metres. That felt too late. What's going on? Did I just completely span that? Maybe. Tune in the next time on chriscan'tdrive.com. Got that wrong. And I got a penalty. Surfer, you do Pro 3. Do you just do your point of view then? As you say, you ain't got a comment. To be fair, man, there's 9 leagues now. We're going to struggle to cover it all. I think when I started, there was just 6 leagues. I've only been in this. I've only been in the GTCC now about. I think this is my 4th season. I'm pretty sure when I did it, the only person I know who streamed anything was Dark Smoke. Since then a few other people have started, so I think Delhi does sometimes as well, who's in the comments. AD does, Dark Smoker kind of has tailed off streaming his own races now, so it's a bit off-putting, and to be fair, I can see what he means. I don't live stream my POV anymore for that reason. It's just a bit off-putting for me. Hello, mental nerve. No, my lap times, mate. I'm absolutely making a mock of them. Your first season. Well, mate, I remember racing with you in... I can't remember what event it was now. Was it a team versus team? You're a good racer, mate, so stick at it. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to you anyway. Pretty certain I am. But I will go and check, and if not, I'll sub and check your stuff out, mate. Let's try and put a half decent lap in. The back end gets a little bit lively there, so I do need to control that with a little bit of trail braking. Probably slowed down for that far too much. Coax that corner a lot more. This is a crap lap again. Has 91, Michelin teammate in the house. Oh, that team versus team, that was an absolute shit show, that was. Bad lap. Not great either. Not a bad lap. Mid 56. So I've definitely got a 55 in there, I know that. If you're still sticking around to watch this, thank you very much for coming and just chilling with me for a little bit. Yeah, I don't need to go into first there. Don't even need it for car rotation. Staying second for T1, mental note. But I'm just going to try and quell a little bit of that that oversteer coming into is it the Rettofilo chicane? There we go. So all I'm doing there is just making sure that what I'm doing with the car is either turning or braking, trying not to do too much of both. I'll go wide there, it's going to cut me up. Lobby's back up, is it? Right, I'm on my way. I'm just going to yeet it over here. Track cut! Yeet. Right, so at least I know then that a 155 is doable there. Went down at the same time as your lobby that you and Mark were in, right. I'm on my way, Braden. There we go, perfect, right, we're in. Let's try again. Not many group charts. Okay, now. Right then, here we go again. Not quite sure what the plan is yet. Still missing a few drivers. Thanks for stopping in, Has. Just saw Dennis on the back end of my car. Yeah, you've got Harry Ash. Or Has 91 did my liveries for this season. You got him to thank for that. There's Greta Thunberg on the back of the GTR as well. Like a big Greta does not approve of this. I'm waiting to get a ban. But yeah, I mean, you got to have the Dennis decal now. It's a necessary, isn't it? So let's have a look what they're doing. Yeah, 30 minutes still. Oh, that's it. Yeah, and on the main Gran Turismo Sport page as well, people are asking for server problems. I'm not guaranteeing, ladies and gents, that we'll get through this. Like, I'm not guaranteeing we'll get through this in the right way. Bump. We're still alive. Attempt to. Let me just go on this post at. So I'm just trying to do a little bit of admin in the background. So if you're still in the chat, pop in and say hello. Evil cat, if you want me to race just to bump the numbers up, mate, I will do. If you're that desperate for people, so I can commentate and race at the same time. Oh, I'm getting tired now. It's been a long day. I'm still working despite all this coronavirus stuff. Working from home, like, I think that's more, it's doing me head in more. I'd rather go out to work. Obviously under normal conditions. Not while there's a killer virus on the loose. Trying to get everyone in party chat. I ain't doing that because 16 people in a party chat would be chaos. Guessing that's his name. It's Dennis's idea, but I take credit for that. So Sean, what have you missed? We ran the race for, well, it was over 15 minutes because we were past the point of a lot of pit stops starting to happen, and then everyone just got kicked out, and we're now back in for attempt 2, basically. Getting Grim. See if Grim can do me a little bit of a favour. Yeah, so until it went down. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to repeat it, mate. To be fair, you haven't really missed out in the meantime, Sean. To be fair, I just jumped in a practice lobby and did a few laps of Monza, badly as well, so you didn't really miss out. Yeah. So we was back for it. We don't really know what happened. Oh, Spider Team's back. Surfer was saying that Virgin Media's been having issues. But basically, it's yeah, it's all been about. I'll tell you what I want to do while we're waiting. Sean, I've got the GTR and the Megane. I'm using the GTR at Monza. It just makes sense. But it depends what two cars you've got because they're very different tracks. One's a power circuit, one's a handling circuit. So it just depends. Consider tyre wear as well because Suzuka's quite a high deck, Monza isn't. So if you've got a car like an Audi TT that shreds tyres, it's pointless using it at Suzuka because you'll have to two-stop. You might as well use like a low deck car. TT and NSX, yeah, so use TT at Monza, NSX at Suzuka, job done. TT will be rapid at Monza, mate. You might want to slam a bit of brake balance to the back though, for your heavy braking zones, just to save them tyres. Depends how you drive it. Yeah, if you're wasting the TT at Suzuka, mate, for me. That's my opinion though, my opinion is not necessarily valid. Right, what did JRC say? Was it a track rate? In fact, I might have to go back through the chat. What did he say to look at? Race room rigs. Race room rig. Oh. You know what, mate? You know what? I like that. I'm gonna have to have a proper look through it, but these look good. Products. Their website is not very mobile friendly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they've not done a very good job with this, have they? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to load this up on a laptop. But no, I like the look of them racing rigs. Look alright, mate. Let's have a look at it. I'm not. The racing website's trash. Let me go on another website. Racing Game Seat RR3055. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. 330 quid. So it's definitely within budget. Yeah, that don't look too bad at all. Tails one there for 296 quid CRP tuning. I'm sure I bought some yeah, that's cheap, that. 296 quid. Oh. The following input can be mounted to it. Fussmaster T300 RS, yeah, sweet. Don't say out about my pedals though. I'm on it, mate. I'm looking. What cars have you got? Say for Ferrari and Scooby. Jesus, you've not made it easy on yourself, have you? See, the problem is I haven't really driven the Ferrari with tyre wear, so I don't know what it's like. I can't imagine it's very good being a Ferrari, because the GT3 car's awful for tyre wear. It's probably the worst one there is. Spectate while we're here. It's not too bad. What about his Subaru? I know his Subaru, I know it kills the fronts. So his Subaru might be best off suited to Monza, mate, and put the Ferrari through its paces. Because I think, cornering wise, I'd probably want an MR car for Suzuka if possible. I'm sure the Ferrari's MR layout. So my gut instinct, so for his Subaru for Monza, Ferrari for Suzuka. Scooby okay with brake balance set correct. Scooby for Monza's tight bits. To be fair, mate, you just want the car that's going to deliver you the best performance over a race distance. Too many people get hung up on lap times. Like, yeah, you might be able to go half a second faster in the Ferrari, but if the Ferrari's tyres then die off in 3 laps time, you're going to lose time overall. So it's not always worth it. Dennis has replied to me now. Shall we have a smash about in the Ferrari? I haven't driven it. Not in a while, anyway. Let's go for a smash about in the Ferrari. Hopefully they don't mind and don't just start the race with me in it. Let's go and have a look what this Ferrari's like. 2 to the front on brake balance. I can't imagine you're going to want to win a race like that. Yeah, you want this for Suzuka, mate, I think. It's a David Powell livery. Got a lot of time for David Powell, mate. He's a top bloke. Start, yeah, so he's kind of doing, it's like, he's doing me suggestion. I wonder if you listen to the screen. So what he might be doing here is setting it for what it was when the disconnect happens. We're waiting on more drivers still. Peter Mester did a 2:04.6. I know I did the McGann round in a 2:03 something. The Ferrari's going to be a different beast. In the corners of Ferrari. Surprisingly understeery. JD. Didn't exchange that second, did you, Chris? No, you didn't, but you did it anyway. Because you're a dodo. Missed that completely. It's going to cost me about half a second. Yeah, that last bit cost me loads of time. second penalty. Did nothing, you on it. It's TJD now. Well, Surfer, I do quite like the Ferrari. I think you can get used to driving it. Pretty sure I've used this as a car in GTTCC anyway. I mean, it was a while ago, don't get me wrong, but I'm bloody certain I've used this in the league before. Purist view. Let's do it. Let's go for a lap in full bore purist view then. Sound good. Impossible to spot your turning points because that massive fucking A-pillar. The field of view on this game needs to be seriously changed. The apex as well, on my wide, yeah. That's back out in a minute, huh? What's DJD doing? Is he coming back or what? Are you gonna come back? A lot of people chose the Scooby, mate, yeah, but I think that was based off Fuji. Because that Fuji, the Subaru's like incredible. But every other track is dog shit. Well, it's not dog shit, but it's not as good as the GTR for me. Ferrari seems alright though. I just looked at the track list and thought I think the Megane's going to be better overall. There was a few cars on my shortlist, to be fair, that I was looking at, and yeah, I think the Megane at the time of the current BOP just looked like the best choice for me. Got a second place at Nurburgring after using 458 as side deck. No. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's quite a lot of the guys in here going for the Subaru here. There's a popular choice. So, what we're waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, is just for us to get underway, I think. So DJD, I don't know whether he's coming back. Is that the Subaru strong car or the Ferrari? I'd imagine you mean the Subaru. It's very predictable, isn't it? It does what you want it to do. It's quite reliable in that sense. Gonna start, mate. Yeah, I'll back out. Yeah, right. So we are down to just 8 drivers in this one. We do have RS Mark, Peter Mister and Grim99 still in this one. There we go, final start. So don't forget, we're only going to do 20 minutes and it's a rolling start. So it's basically to simulate roughly where we were. Oh, and DJD's here now. We might choose to restart. Yeah, looks like it's it was the order, so they'll just put the drivers in the order they were in. So everyone will sort of start with a default gap. Yeah, I think we are doing a restart as well, just so we can get the other driver in. As I can only see 6 drivers. So wait and see if that restart happens. It doesn't look like it's going to. I know Evil Cat's backed out, so whether he's going to type a message in to say restart or not, not too sure. We'll stick with it for now though. So as it stands, the top 4 starting to run away with it a little bit. We've got Grim99 defending. Grim99's backed out, yeah, so we're doing a restart by those things. This is just to get the extra driver in the room. We might as well have one more. Like, it was right at the start of the race, it just seemed pointless to leave him out. Well, DJ's left the room now. Weird. Come on, mate, just stay in the room. Before we all out of seat of the planet. It's a car you got to tame, innit? McGann's like that though. Like, the balance of it's not right. It's a very light back end on that car. I don't know if this is the right term for it, but I'm getting a lot of off brake oversteer on that. So you brake into a corner, as soon as you lift the throttle off, boom, back end swaps around. Getting loads of that. But the GTR, mate, GTR's predictable as anything. Right, an underrated car is the Toyota 86. In this, that is very underappreciated for what its capabilities are. Top tip. Yeah, I can imagine you're going to have lots of fun in the Ferrari at Suzuka. Right then, so here we go, we've got 9 drivers in. Finally. Let's get some basic graphics. Right then, so here we go, the remaining 20 minutes of the Pro-Am race at Nurburgring GP. We carry on as we left off with RS Mark leading the way to Peter Mister. Peter Mister's going to have to take this opportunity to attack though, because the rolling start's given Grim 99 an unusual advantage in that Audi TT, and that he's just been able to rock it right up to him. Quinn taking a bite out of Grim 99 there and getting past the Audi into turn 2. Brilliant move by Quinn. I'm just gonna... This happens sometimes, a bit of a GT Sport glitch. There we go. Every now and again it does that. No, it's not fixing it. Give me a sec. It seems we're having all sorts of problems tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My keyboard now isn't working. Turn it off, turn it on again. There we go. We're back in action. Right then, let's have a little bit of a recap. What this is going to do though, this is going to spice up the pit stops driving, because a lot of cars can no stop a 20-minute race. A surprising amount of cars can no stop a 20-minute race, but Grim 99 and the Audi is going to have a bit of a job to do. Stewie Watt's going to have the same thing, because that will start to suffer in that time frame. So these boys are going to have to get a little bit of a move on. Meanwhile, up at the top, 2 boys that can probably make the no-stop work, but RS Mark and Peter Mister starting to pull away from the pack behind then. The Quinn train is yet again in effect. He's got Grim 99 chasing him down. Let's just jump on board with Grim. He doesn't manage to make a move out, but breaks lovely into that hairpin, does Grim 99. Bit of a later apex there, would have seen him in a much better exit. This is where we are with that. Just move that because it's interfering. Crazy 8875. Didn't used to be called Crazy Admiral. See Grim 99 go for a move. Doesn't make it happen. Quinn now then. In the all-powerful Subaru. Leading away a little bit of a train, but he's losing time hand over fist to the top 2. So RS Mark and Peter Mister kind of in a race of their own. Grim 99 yet again pulls out the slipstream and goes for that move into the hairpin, but Quinn defends that really well. And at the minute, he's managed to hold the Audi driver at bay, going through the Schumacher S's. It does certainly look like the Lego driver is able to withstand the pressure for the time being. 15 minutes of this one do remain. So currently then, RS Mark got half a second or so to Peter Mister, but these two look pretty close together in terms of pace, so Delhi will be happy that his Adidas teammate is putting in a good performance today. The Quinn train consists of Quinn, Grim and Crazy. It sounds like a bad rock band. These guys having their own little battle. Stewie Mac and Spider teams. These are 2 P1 drivers. They'll be very used to driving with each other, I'd imagine, these 2 boys. And then we've got DJD in 8th in the Porsche, and in 9th at the minute is Evil Cat in the Mazda. Memory serves right, the Mazda's awful on its tyres, so we're not very like a no stop. Meanwhile, this is the place to be. Then this is Grim 99 lost a place here to Crazy 88. It looks like he's having problems getting past the BMW driver. As he goes for the cutback coming out of turn 4. Doesn't manage to get on the power as early as he'd probably like. He's going to have to try and out-drag him coming down to turn 5. It's going to be a tricky move on the outside, so he just tucks back in for the time being. Leaves it though, goes for the move. No, not quite close enough, so backs out again. All the while, Quinn is able to start pulling away. Crazy's having to defend now, which is costing him speed. And that means that Quinn up ahead can just start pulling a little bit of a gap. And the more he can do that, the harder it's going to be for Grim to reel him back in again. Grim's using his tyres up here, trying to get past the BMW. The more of his tyres he uses, the harder it's going to be for him to catch up to the cars ahead. So Crazy doing a great job of defending. Quinn is not pulling away from Crazy though now. Crazy has actually pulled him back in a little bit. Just want to mute at the mic then because I needed to yawn. Hashtag professional street man. Oh, Grim goes for the send. And Crazy shuts that door. Let's go and have another look at that, because that was a good look. That was his jump on board with Grim 99 then. So the Audi's a beast here anyway, but he just gets on the brakes a lot later. I mean, it makes the apex, perfectly fine move, nothing wrong with it. Both cars make the corner fine, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But here we go again into T1. Grim 99 late on the brakes, lovely move, and gets the job done. Crazy's going to try and go around the outside though of turn 2. And goes for the cutback. Lovely move by Crazy. Side by side these two now. And Grim's just probably going to get it done on the inside of turn 4. But I'll tell you what, this is side by side stuff for 4th position. Sorry, Crazy's actually got him back. Grim yet again takes 4th place using the inside line and just covers the apex off for turn 6. But nice little move there from these guys. Let's just go back and have another quick look at what that looked like from Crazy's perspective. So there's Grim on the inside, gets a great drive out of this corner, and then just knows that the space is going to open up on the middle. Nice and patient on the throttle as well, avoided contact, so great driving. Both drivers doing their best to avoid any unnecessary contact here. Yeah, lovely driving, showing us exactly how it should be done. Great move there. Late sub for overtake submissions there, Dan, for you. Meanwhile, we've got Stewie Mac and Spider Team still fighting it out for 6th place. Stewie Mac in the Audi is probably going to be able to out-drag that Mazda. Mazda is holding its own though, a little bit later on the brakes, but as we've seen, gives respect and just allows he was well within his right to go for it. Meanwhile, these two at the front just jump on board with Peter Mister. Oh, Mark gets it really late on the brakes there. That's going to let Peter Mister up the inside. Mark though does recover. Side by side, turn 2. Subaru's got the inside line, just about manages to stick it. And gets the apex met. Peter Mister though does just cut him back. Has Mark got anything to answer that for? He pops his nose out inside, backs out of it. We're going to go back and have a look at that from the POV perspective. so this is just turn one's there, so there's Mark side by side. These two I think are going to fight right until the end of the race. We've seen Peter Mister still up in the lead. Delhi B approves of this. Bob Bristow's currently launched a cup of Earl Grey at the wall. Daddy Bristow chasing down the Adidas Skyline up ahead. Meanwhile, these guys have pulled an 8-second gap in 10 minutes over Quinn behind. Quinn, who is now defending off Grim. Grim is going to go for the send. No, just backs out of that. And he's surviving for the time being. This is probably the part of the race where tyres are going to start playing into things. Let's have a quick check how the tyres are doing for people. So let's just run through the order. So for these guys, just check if it happens here. No, it doesn't. No, to be fair, tyres are fine. I don't think we're going to have issues with tyres. These two at the top then, still scrapping away for honours in this race. Peter Mister, RS Mark, they've got still an 8-second lead over third place, so it is just these two now. They can just scrap it out. As long as they're careful not to take each other out, I think they'll be absolutely fine. The Quinn train is still steaming on. Grim and Crazy still relatively close together, battling ultimately to have an attack on third. I think Quinn just got a bad run out of that corner there. Didn't like the GTR, felt its weight. Yeah, you do have to have the brake bias all the way to the back, or it just doesn't turn. But once you've kind of got used to it, it's a good car. I like it. So Crazy's got one of the best seats in the house at the minute. He's watching the drama unfold up ahead. 7 minutes to go in this one. He's still well in the slipstream of the cars ahead. Doesn't have to worry too much about the cars behind because they're not necessarily close enough to cause him any issues. As he really closes in on Grid 99 there. Can he go for a move into the final corner? Sometimes it would just make sense to hang back there, I think. The Audi's always going to out-drag a BMW in a straight line, especially with slipstream as well. He tucks back in, does the right thing. You can always go for that move later on, if you so desire. This is letting Quinn escape, though. When I say escape, I mean there's 8 temps ahead, which isn't a vast yawning chasm. It's more than what he did have. Mark got a great one out of there then. I think Peter Mister was a little bit late in covering that. He's had to leave the door open for Mark. Side by side these two go, the two 4-wheel drive Japanese monsters. Godzilla yet again comes out on top. Lots of respect given between these guys, gotta give them credit for that. Just want to see if anything comes of it before we just have a little look at the replay. Not quite just yet. So this is Mark's bed. Look at the run he got out of here. Peter did go to cover it, but realised he'd left it too late, and then that was it then. Mark was able to stick it down the inside, but Peter Mister held that really well on the outside, and that just enabled him to keep the inside line for the next right-hander and keep his position. So good driving from both of them there, and they're still side by side. RS Mark's got the better of him now. I've replay marked that, so whatever happened, we can probably go back and have a look at it. I thought it'd be pretty safe going up the Schumacher S's to go away for a minute, but Obviously not. Peter Mister does pull out the slipstream, doesn't manage to get anything made there. Mark's exit is a little bit scruffy, he's going to have to go defensive into the final corner. Peter chucks on up the insides. Just about survives that. So let's have a look back at what happened, if we see it, of course. Yeah, Mark just got a great drive out of the Schumacher S. What I've liked about Mark's driving is he's really focused on his exit speed, and that's where all his moves are coming from today. His exit speed's just been superior in every single way. So every single move he's pulled off has been because he's got a better exit. So Mark then leads this race, 5 minutes remaining. Peter Mister a hair's width behind him. Quinn in third. In fairness, he's not had a lot of pressure for the last few laps, but he's when he has had the pressure, he's spaced it really well. Grim is starting to close him down a little bit. Grim's lost the immediate attention of Crazy behind him. Spider Team and Stewie Mac's battle has settled down considerably. There's now a bit of a gap between them. DJD in the Porsche, probably a little bit of a boring race for DJD and Evil Cat. They've both sort of had pretty lonely races, it has to be said, but are still lapping around pretty consistently. I've pressed something that I don't know what I've pressed. I'll tell you what, I'll just stick it back on. There we go. So your race leader at the minute then, RS Mark. I just saw a lobby glitch. Just hold on for 3 more minutes. Whatever's going on, we just want 3 more minutes of racing. So Peter Mister's now 7-8 tenths behind. He's got a limited number of options ahead of him now in terms of attacking. He may probably choose just to use this next lap to recover, regain, and then go for a bit of a move. Let's have a check on the tyre wear between these guys. Yeah, so the tyres are getting cooked for some of these cars now. The Audi's really starting to feel the pain. These are mediums as well on the front. Stewie Mac. What on medium tyres? What's Grim running? Grim's on super soft. Right then. So yeah, tyres are starting to play into this a little bit now. In a normal world, these races are half an hour long. They probably would have pitted after about 15 minutes, most of these guys. So they're in probably unknown territory right now. This isn't going to be their last lap. They're going to have one more after this. So yeah, the tyre wear is going to be an interesting factor with it being a 20-minute long race. Evil Cat's one of your teammates. Go Team NHS. It is a team I'm willing on, gotta be honest. I'd love to see the NHS team do well. It's a team I drive for, defending champions. But because I'm up in Fusion now with all the aliens, I'm not scoring as many points as I did last season. I think I came like second in what would be Elite 1 or something like that. Second or third, anyway. Ain't getting anywhere near that place in Fusion, let me tell you that. But it's good to be driving with the aliens and learning quite a lot, so that's how I take it. Right then, nothing really's changed in terms of order. Grim 99's a lot closer to Quinn. So is he going to mount a last lap attack on the Subaru driver? Quinn does go defensive. You can just see the pure speed of the Audi. Technically does get it ahead. Subaru's just going to be able to get it on the apex. So brilliant driving from Quinn. Just stuck to his line. Grim, to be fair to him, gave him all the space and respect in the world, and knew when that fight was not to be continued. It's a late mark from Peter Mister. That was a late move from Peter Mister there. RS Mark, has he got anything to answer to that? This is the last lap now. It's a late move, but it looked fair. He made the apex. He didn't use Mark as a brake from what I could tell. So no issues were there for me at all. Oh, we can go back and have a look at it though. For fear of missing something, let's just have a very little quick look at it from Peter's perspective. So this is the move for the lead. You see Mark just commit to a defensive line but leaves a bit of a gap. So there's a gap there. Yeah, the contact you heard was side contact. I don't really think that's an issue. Peter Mister then still in the lead. Quinn's still holding on to third. So Grimm's about 8 tenths back. We'll see if he goes for another move up the back straight. So there's two distinct battles appearing now then. We've got Peter Mister and Mark for the lead. Mark's led most of this race in my opinion and has driven really well. Both of these guys have driven really well, to be fair. Peter Mister currently also holds the fastest lap of the race at 2:04.4. Does RS Mark go for it here? He's going to want a good exit. Can he get that? I mean, now let's have a look at Grimm versus Quinn. Grimm does pull out of the slipstream. Not close enough, no. Let's just keep an eye on these guys as they go across the start-finish line. Then Peter Mister crowns himself the winner of Nurburgring GP. RS Mark just 2 tenths behind. Quinn then holds off the horde for a podium finish. Great race, Quinn. Probably my driver of the day, to be fair. He's done a great race. Grimm brings home 4th. Crazy in 5th. And we've got a Spider team coming home in 6th. Good race for Spider team there. Probably a little bit of a boring one for these guys recovering now, because most of the time they've just had gaps between them. Stewie Mac in the TT. We've got DJD in the Porsche. And last but by no means least, Evil Cat Team NHS Mazda Atenza brings home 9th place tonight. Well, we got there, didn't we? We did it. Finally, we did it. And this feels so damn good. It feels so good that we actually got this race done. At last. So well done to Peter Mister. It was a good move at the end, I think, to get that done. A little bit bumpy, but the gap was there. So thank you to everyone that's raced tonight for doing this in technically their own time. I know they race in their own time anyway, but this isn't a night that we'd normally ask them to come on and get some laps under the belt. So thank you for sticking with us. It has been an hour and a half this. The stream's been going on since before 9 o'clock, so yeah, well done for the persistence, as Surfer EV says in chat. Let me just give some congrats out to the guys. So congrats to the top 3, which was Mark, Peter Mister and Quinn. And then also a special thank you to Evil Cat. There's a little thank you for hosting. Always thank your host. Any chat. There's 7 of you still watching, so thanks for sticking around. Yeah, look, these things do happen. I think we've just had a bit of a rough night in terms of server issues, internet connection issues, call them what you will. They've still caused the guys some grief, so thank you genuinely to the drivers for sticking around and getting it done. Really good race actually as well. It was a damn fun race to watch. RS Mark and Pete Mister at the top. There was barely anything between them all race. A couple of position swaps, really clean racing from him, good racecraft as well. to know, and they seem to know where their car's strengths lied, because you saw the same moves made at the same place all the time, so they knew where the strengths were. Quinn holding off the pack as well for a lot of it. There was a lot of times when he had a ridiculously quick Audi behind him, and he just managed to get him. He just managed to defend at the right point. So yeah, it was good fun. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching as well. I'm sure the guys do appreciate a little bit of support. Oh, no need to thank me, mate. I'd have been online doing some nonsense anyway. Yeah, if you've liked this, please leave a like. If you like this sort of stuff anyway, why not consider subscribing and check out more stuff. I'm just having a look. It told me Dark Smoke were live, but he's not anymore. Damn it. I'm going to pop in and say hello. I think he's just finished the minis, I think. Right, that's it from me, I think. I'm going to go to bed because I've got work in the morning, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Next activity on the channel, what's it going to be? I want to say Thursday. Next Gen starts with the so you know how we covered the NGR VW Cup last season? Well, they've changed it this season. It's the Megane Trophy Cup now, with the Megane that I drive in the GTTCC. So we're commentating on Lobby 1 of that. There's some pretty good drivers in there. Well, they're all good drivers, but I know quite a lot of them that are in the lobby that I'm commentating. And it's all sponsored by PowerMax, so it's got a backing behind it now, which is good to see, because it's one of my favourite series. So tune in for that, why don't you? That'll be live as well, so come and have a chill and a chat in the comments. Any comments before I stop this, because I have a habit of doing that. No. Right, lovely. Right, well, thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gents. I hope you have a good rest of your evening and tomorrow and whatever else you're doing, and thanks for tuning in to this one. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.